And good morning to you, sports fans. Welcome to Table Rock Sports Productions presentation of St. Mary's High School girls soccer. Boys and girls doubleheader on tap this morning. And the Crusaders and Oregon Episcopal. The Aardvarks visiting today, and a rematch of some of the top girls programs over the last 10 years or so. These two have met in some classic OSAA playoff games, and today they come into this one a non-league matchup, but one that fans will look forward to from both sides for excellence in soccer. And we welcome you today. My name's Joe Brett, here for Table Rock Sports today, and we'll be here for the doubleheader with you. And just a little bit late getting on this morning. It's a crisp, cool morning as Oregon Episcopal with a run towards the goal. Crusaders do a nice job to deflect that away. The Aardvarks coming, of course, from the Portland area. 5-2 overall record, 3-0 in their league play. They are the number 2 ranked OSAA team in the 3-2-1A division. St. Mary's, the Crusaders, are ranked 13th. Their overall record 4-5, but 3-0 in league play, and played some tough non-league games, as they always do, and are rounding into form pretty nicely. This would be a great kind of measuring stick game for both of these teams today to get a feel for where they are as we're midway through October. In fact, the next 2 weeks are pretty light for regular season play, just finishing things up. And then we'll get ready for the OSAA playoffs ahead and be thankful to have those. After a bit of a hiatus that we went through in 2019-2020, it's great to see this fall season unfolding in proper form. And the Aardvarks have it again with pressure on the Crusaders, but the run is going to be well defended by St. Mary's. A lot of blue shirts back there. Out of bounds, the Crusaders will throw in over on the far side. We're at U.S. Cellular Community Park, a beautiful facility here in Medford, Oregon. Welcome you today. Justin Wolvert is the head coach of the Aardvarks visiting today. Head coach for the St. Mary's Crusader girls is Martin Nelson. Good center ball there. Crusaders turn it away, but the Aardvarks are there quickly to follow it up. Another nice threat. Shot on goal, just misses to the left. Shot taken there by Ann Hendrickson, senior for the Aardvarks. Nadia Schwartz and also Olivia Focera were in on setting that play up. In fact, it was Focera that put that beautiful pass into the middle there that got the Aardvarks really the first good look of the game. So pressure on the Crusaders' goal to start things out here, as you'd expect from one of the state's top teams visiting today. Speaking of top teams, Brookings boys, I believe number 4 in the state, are in next to take on the St. Mary's boys. And another big matchup, beautiful corner kick, centered in there, back out of bounds. Crusaders defended it, but Aardvarks are going to reload for the corner kick again. A lot of action in front. Crusaders unable to stop that one. The centered kick there. And I did not catch who scored for OES. I'm sorry about that, but there was a group of ladies in front of the goal there, and three of them had a go at it, but our first goal of the game is going to go to the visitors. Coming less than about 10 minutes in here, so goal for OES. And the Crusaders now going to work on evening things up. Quickly back to the St. Mary's end. Boy, Hendrickson was down there again for the Aardvarks. Nina Kaiser fighting for the ball there with Parker Gutches for St. Mary's. Aardvarks will throw it in. Ulrika Rothfuss had a little bit of an opening there, quickly turned away. Good ball handling again by OES. Quick defensive stop, but only briefly. And the Aardvarks are back on the attack. Turned away twice. Now the Crusaders make a move. Good bump. Open run. Centering pass knocked away and taken away. Good steal. Good run by the Crusaders. Turned away. Throw-in coming from the far side for St. Mary's. John L. Scott scoreboard showing Oregon Episcopal up 1-0 early on in this one. Oh, good shot on goal by the Crusaders. Turned away. Good stop by Oregon Episcopal. Bounded away from the goalkeeper there. Nobody could follow it up, though. Oh, good defense. St. Mary's Sadie Glasser. Defensive effort there. Turned away Ann Hendrickson. Senior forward. And for chair dribbles. Dangerous run by the Crusaders there. Starting to find their stride offensively. It's going to be a corner for St. Mary's. Samantha Gallardo will line it up for the Crusaders over there on the far side. First sub of the game for St. Mary's. Just got in. I'll catch that for you in a moment. Corner kick. Oh, opportunity in front. Bounces away. Away by the Aardvarks. Picked up by the Crusaders. Out of bounds, go back to St. Mary's. Whitney West had just subbed into the game there. There she is chasing the ball. Shaders again getting a little defensive spark in the midfield. Oh, pass ahead. Rothfuss giving chase, but too far out in front. Riker Rothfuss there on the run for the Crusaders. She had a big game in the tune-up for this and went over Cascade Christian on Wednesday. More good defense leading to some opening for the Crusaders. Good run by the Aardvarks defender there. Ball to the middle, stays alive. Now OES the other way. They're just getting up and down the pitch pretty well. Zoe Bullard, a sophomore for Oregon Episcopal, had that nice defensive stop on that last run by St. Mary's. Ball on the far side will be thrown in by the Crusaders. It is a crisp, cool fall morning for soccer here in Medford for the 10 o'clock game. We're open the morning in the high 30s, so I happen to set up in the shade, which Hendrickson, shot on goal, scooped up by the Crusaders, turned away. Out to the Crusaders. Aardvarks will take that. Quickly go the other way. Pass ahead there by Schwartz, a little too strong. Remains 1-0. St. Mary's with a couple of opportunities in these last 10 minutes. Threatening, I would say. Nothing materialized yet. It's sweeping up that loose ball. Aardvarks. Swarming defense. Crusaders have really stepped that up since that first goal. As I mentioned, that defensive energy and intensity has got them a couple of offensive sparks. Bullard with the defense again, booting that one back the other way. And the ball went over the fence and maybe far enough to land in Larson Creek over there. This is a beautiful venue here in Medford, the U.S. Cellular Community Park. Good run. Ooh, Hendricks challenged at the goal, and that one clangs off the fence. That's off of Hendricks' last, I believe. Should be a goal kick for St. Mary's. We'll find out. And having not seen the Aardvarks this season, I could tell you pretty quickly that Hendricks, the senior there, is a focal point of offensive weaponry. She's got the full set of skills. Fast, and her teammates look to her. Boy, this is not a game for the plotting offensive teams. They are flat, just taking the ball one direction then the other, and not a lot of probing This is an attack-filled first half. Ran out of room on the far side. Back to the Aardvarks. Nice little triangle there, but West takes it away for the Crusaders. Centered nicely to Rothfuss. Good patience on that one there. Set it back. There was a wall of Aardvark defenders there. Booted away. St. Mary's will keep it down at the Aardvark's in, though. They'll go back to work on defense. Shot in front of the goal almost materialized. Another peak there for the Crusaders. We just couldn't get the boot to swing in time before the defense closed. Now, more pressure. I'm about coming right into my table here. Feel that action right there. Good battle between Nina Kaiser and Emma Meyer for St. Mary's. Leah Perry will handle the throw-in for the Aardvarks. West challenges for the Crusaders, and they're going to get it. So give and go. Centering pass kicked away. Crusaders are going to collect it, though. High boot. High bounce. Substitutes coming on pitch for both teams. One new Crusader. Two new Aardvarks in the game. Nearest to us there, Kate Pulley. Ooh, a big defensive stop there, what could have been an opening. St. Mary's defender Emma Meyer really was the last line of defense there between an open run towards the goal. She blocked that one away and let the Crusaders defense reset on this near side. Nice little give and go. Rothfuss, shot in front, a little high.
You're right there. Here we go.
Crusaders continue to work for good looks. And they really have stepped it up a notch for sure since that first goal. Still trailing 1-0 first half here at beautiful U.S. Cellular Community Park. These two teams in previous playoff runs played some of the most exciting and dramatic semifinal clashes in my long tenure. Oh, good shot on goal. Good to run up the side there and So checking in the game, Kate Pulley, another sophomore on this OES roster. Pulley's had good impact. She was the one that was almost getting away from the Crusaders on that previous run, and then good shot on goal right there. Centering shot, Crusaders are there. Great battles right there. And more to come. Rothfuss again working in the middle. Turned away. Zoe Bullard again with defensively solid effort there. Riker had dribbled past two Aardvark defenders. Bullard finally booted that one out of there, out of danger. Folks, at halftime, you'll be hearing from some of our great Table Rock sports sponsors. Our presenting sponsor is Lithia Superstore, Jeep, Dodge, Chrysler out on Highway 62 here in Medford. Siskiyou Cellular, Bill's Glass, Peak Rewards, and GP Energy. Some of the great folks that help us bring in these games, and we'll tell you more about them as we go along and hear from them at halftime as well. Running ahead. Good defense, but shot towards the goal off the side of the bar. Boy, the goalkeeper was out of position. Sweeping up behind. The Aardvarks had a good look at that one. At an open goal, and just off the sidebar there, Crusaders dodge a big bullet. And just that quick, the Aardvarks took some of that momentum the last few minutes right back, and that was by far. They've had a couple good looks again. Their offense is starting to put a little more pressure on again. Kind of standing up to the energy and effort of St. Mary's defense. Well, good teams feed on each other and each other's energy as they go along. Hotly contested ball in the middle there. Ball dribbles forward. Didn't quite get all they wanted on that one. Big header back. A chip forward. Oh, Crusaders had it, lost it, got it back. Good run by West. Good defense waiting for her as well. Big defense there. Yeah. A little closer to the action than the announcer would like it, but hey, you've got to be ready for everything. Got to keep your head on a swivel when you're out in the athletic fields, right? I remember all those rules. She got to fake the cameraman out there. All right, we're good. Well, you really could hear and feel the defensive intensity of how each ball's being contested by these two teams. This is some top-notch soccer. This is very much a playoff type feel. Be a great test, a great game for both teams as they get ready for the real playoffs ahead. Big run. Great fight by Hendricks on the far side. She gets it back for a moment. Reverses. Ball to the center. And the Crusaders might have dodged another bullet there. Door was open on the left side of that goal. Here they come again. Ball centered. Diving stop by the Crusaders out in front. Boy, the back line of the St. Mary's defense all of a sudden is finding itself under fire. And 3 or 4 good pushes now by OES, trying to put their second goal on the board. And LaFowl going to go the other way. St. Mary's close for a moment. Not out of the woods yet with this possession. Now some breathing room for the defense to set. Hendrickson will get a rest. Hollis Hale checked in for OES. Could be St. Mary's ball. Dangerous ball in front again. Towards the goal. Stopped again. Bellamizio is the goalkeeper. Give and go, and the Aardvarks are back in business. Slipped that one through. Big swing. Can be wide to the right there. Couple more subs coming for both teams. Try to pick those numbers up when we get a chance. Crusaders have now been pinned back at this end for some time. Rothfuss trying to change that. Beautiful dribbling. Nice ball ahead. Great run by St. Mary's, right on cue.
Hey, way to put it together,
getting some pressure back to the other end. So the Crusaders have dodged a couple of goal-scoring opportunities. Still down just one on our John L. Scott scoreboard, 1-0 first half. I don't have official time. I got to imagine we're about 30 minutes in to this first half of play. Two top teams in the state really playing and putting on a good soccer show for us this morning. Worth the extra layer and sweatshirt for the 10 o'clock game. Great dribbling to open up a run in that left side. Swept away by the Crusaders. Kate Pulley, I believe, with that push. OES has a 25 and a 23, and they have Kate Pulley for both those numbers on the roster. So I believe that was her at 23. West battling for the ball. Crusaders and Aardvarks trading possession. Now a centering pass. Sweeping out wide. Boy, Museo's had to cover a lot of ground out in front of that goal. Got a foul on Aardvarks there. You know, for as intense a half as it's been, we just had a couple of penalties on those pushes, one for each side. So girls are playing incredibly hard, incredibly good soccer. Museo again has to come out, scoop that up. Good defensive sweep there by the Crusaders to keep the heat off. Now warming back up a little bit, headed away. Crusader D standing firm. Another whistle and foul. Maybe it is getting starting to get a little chippy. It was just a throw in there. No foul. And that's going to do it for an outstanding first half of soccer here from U.S. Cellular Community Sports Park. Good to have you along, everyone, on Table Rock Sports this morning. Oregon Episcopal and St. Mary's 1-0 as we go to the halftime break. And as I mentioned, here's from some of our great sponsors and from these good folks at St. Mary's that we partner with on these live streams. Good to have you aboard today. A good first half. More to come here from U.S. Cellular Community Park when we return after this first timeout.
At 3 o'clock, Carter's campaign for class president will go live. His platform?
Thirsty for change?
Juice boxes for all. At 4, Liz will bid online and win.
Yes! Yes!
Which is why at 2, I'm down the street preparing for the storm. So no matter what, the show will go on.
Daily adventures start right here at Pinnacle 365. You'll find exactly what you need for your morning motivation. Later in the day, add some crunch to your lunch with crispy, crunchy chickens, mouth-watering chicken, and chicken tenders. Wherever your next adventure takes you, we're here to keep you energized throughout the day. And our new Peak Rewards program helps you save money on fuel so you can travel further for less. Daily adventures are better with Pinnacle 365.
Power Days at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We're stocked up with a great selection of new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course, Ram trucks. Choose from one of our largest inventories ever of new Jeep Cherokee 4x4s. Test drive a new Ram 1500 and see why Ram is Motor Trend's back-to-back three-peat truck of the year. And remember, we've added the convenience of test drives from your home and an online process to purchase and deliver your new vehicle. Get Ram Power Days special pricing on every new vehicle in stock only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
Dear Dad, I was afraid to say this to your face, but I heard you yelling again from the stands during my game. You were shouting at the coach, the refs, even the other parents. It embarrasses me when you yell at everyone. It really stresses me out. I love sports. I love my team. I just want to play, but not if you always lose your temper. Love, Katie.
Know your role. Learn more at southernoregonsports.com.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Lithia Superstore doubleheader for St. Mary's. Oregon Episcopal girls 1-0 at the half here, getting ready for second half action. The boys will take on Brookings, number 4 team in the state, in the matchup of District 4 and District 5 unbeaten conference leaders. That's coming up at noon today in our St. Mary's Crusaders doubleheader. Timeout word from our great sponsors, including the folks who sponsor our scoreboard at John L. Scott.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
This year, don't just replace your windows, renew them with beautiful and energy-efficient windows from Bill's Glass. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home or auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 50 years. Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
Sherm's Thunderbird Market has been serving Southern Oregon for over 50 years. We are thankful and proud to be able to say that our employees are like family, and we certainly couldn't serve Southern Oregon so well without them.
I love my job, and what better place to work than for the people who care about you and your community.
We really are treated more like family rather than just employees.
Our loyal customers make my job fun and more enjoyable.
Sherms is now hiring. Go to our website to see what positions are available.
Couldn't find a better company to work for locally than those folks at Sherms, and there are many operations over in Klamath Falls and Roseburg. Looking to hire, and you would have some excellent folks to work with and to work for. I have dealt with the Olsrud family and those folks for a long, long time. I can't think of a better community partner, and they have been partners with Table Rock Sports, bringing you these great high school sporting events for over 25 years now. That is a partnership we are very proud of and appreciative of. Time about coming your way. Let's hear from St. Mary's High School and some of the great things that are happening there. It's a great place to consider for your local educational opportunities, and the Crusaders are really proud of their athletic and academic achievement. We'll feature them for a moment here, then be back.
What is education? Is it desks in a line? Is it reading from a textbook? Or should it be something more?
St. Mary's is a really special place, and it's hard to understand that unless you visit, unless you spend time here.
And the kids here are just wonderful.
It makes teaching easy because they want to learn and they're very respectful.
They care about each other. They know how to collaborate and work together. They know how to figure out complex problems.
They respond to enthusiasm and they develop their own enthusiasm, which is something that I feed off as a teacher.
We care for them as a whole, as an individual. It's not just about my subject. We care about all parts of that student.
One of the benefits of our project-based learning program in the middle school is that students are able to take what they're learning and make something really creative and inventive and exciting, and they're also very invested in it because it's real to them.
The students really get involved and get to learn problem solving through a hands-on approach. Through our mod system, they can take an engineering class and see if it's for them, but then maybe realize that they want to do something a little more creative and then take some art classes and find out that architecture might be their thing.
This is education for the 21st century. Our programming is designed to teach people to think outside the box.
This year we have students from 11 different countries, plus all of our American students. So we're an international campus. Students learn from each other. Local students learn from students who come to go to school here. In the classrooms, they really add to what is happening, and that benefits the local students.
A great education is more than just what happens inside the classroom. It's what happens when students learn about competition, about teamwork, about how to win and how to lose. It's about learning how to become who they need to become. I think what's most important about this is that you know that kid sitting in front of you, you see them as an individual, and you understand that you can have an impact on their life and inspire them to find out something about themselves that they didn't know existed, and that they can leave this school and they can go off and do some great things with their lives, whatever that may be. I feel like we're doing something pretty special and spectacular at this place. It's so inspiring, not only for myself, these students, but for everybody who works here, for everybody who comes here. To be part of St. Mary's is something that is truly extraordinary.
Welcome back, everybody. Thanks to all of our great Table Rock Sports sponsors. We're going to have time for one more break. We'll be back with live action for you to start the second half.
45 years, RVTD has been the way to go in the Rogue Valley. We celebrate others making a difference in our amazing community. like La Clinica. La Clinica provides affordable medical, dental, and behavioral health services for all, especially those who face barriers to care. With 26 neighborhood health centers and school-based clinics throughout the Rogue Valley,
La Clinica is for everyone, helping patients live their healthiest lives possible.
way to go, La Clinica!
Gather and memories are made. Caprock Northwest Grill.
Welcome back to live action, everyone. The second half is underway. Crusaders in their home dark blue uniforms. A little bit of a run to open things up. OES is able to boot that ball back down to midfield. 1-0 lead for the visitors. Number 2 ranked team in the OSA rankings. St. Mary's at number 11. Right there with them. 13, I should say, for the girls. The boys are number 11. Crusaders trying to keep it at Aardvark's end. Or keep it away from that end, I should say. As OES in there visiting white. Moving left to right across your dials, your screen, I should say. Good defense out in front. Boy, knocked away. Parker Gutches. Good defensive effort by St. Mary's. Oregon Episcopal scored first in the opening 10 minutes. St. Mary's had a couple of good looks and had some pressure on them over the next 20 minutes. Then OES narrowly missed a couple of opportunities before the end of the first half. Crusaders did a good job to fight those off. Keep it a 1-0 game when we're just underway here in the second half. Noon today, we'll have the St. Mary's boys coming up against Brookings. Number 4 team in the state against number 11. Both those boys teams undefeated leaders of their District 4 and District 5 standings. Should be more great soccer. Certainly has been through this first half and into the second. Characteristic of the first half, not a lot of probing, full out attack soccer, every ball, every pass contested. We pretty much picked up where we left off. Oh, good header. And a return header back by the Aardvarks. Goal kick coming for the Crusaders. Just underway, second half. First good run for the Crusaders of the half. Open in front. For a moment. Then the door was closed by the Aardvarks. That ball is a hot potato. Now the Aardvarks with the opportunity. Musio way out to the side away from goal to scoop that up.
Look left. Left. Good job. Now get to it.
Ball centered. Just missed there. I did not see the entry pass from the far side. It was really well done there. Rothfuss had the look in front of the goal. Dangerous run here. Shot to the far side of the goal. Just wide. Woo, that was a really good look and a really solid run. Yeah, again, I apologize to the Aardvark fans. 25 and 23 is listed as Kate Pulley, but they are two different players in this game. So I just went with it and went with Pulley as 23 in the first half, but now I see 25 is in, and she had that shot on goal. Maybe that is Kate. You Aardvark fans would know. Just a little roster confusion to work through. In and out. Leah Perry, who's done a fantastic job defensively. I'll throw it in for the Aardvarks. Fight in the midfield. And fought right back. Good fight for the ball and stolen by the Crusaders. Another good scrap. This time the Aardvarks come away with it. Just the epitome of this game right there, and that exchange both ways. Openings have been hard to come by, but they've been there. Rothfuss chest that down, feeds to the offside. Shot on goal, kicked away. Good look for the Crusaders there. It's going to end up being turned away. Now they've got it back. Riker Rothfuss fighting in the front of the goal. Crusaders get it right back. Try to get it right back to her. Oh, little fumble there.
Good job, Emma. Good job. Keep pressure up.
More pressure on the goal. Cleared by the Crusaders. quickly taken back. St. Mary's ball. Second half, just about 10 minutes in here. It remains 1-0. Good double team defense there. Beautiful pass through the defense, but offsides. That was Fochera with the beautiful pass. She threaded the needle through about 4 defenders there, but offensive player at the receiving end was a little ahead of the group and was certainly ahead of the defense. And for all this up and down action, that's our first offsides call today. Midfield and the scrap is on. Good steal. Give and go. Crusaders going to get back in front of that one. Boot it out. It'll stay with the Aardvarks. Four subs in. Hendrickson back in for OES. Last shot on goal by St. Mary's was Elise Fernandez, I believe. One of the subs for St. Mary's was Sarah Hatfield. Try to check the others as we can. Ball back to Musio in the goal. Beautiful passing amidst intense defense. Kept alive by the Wild Aardvarks on the far side. Our first goal of the game was about 6-7 minutes in. It's been our only goal of the game. Opportunities both ways. None yet that have materialized with our second goal of the game. Oh, we weren't ready to start there. Well, the aardvarks were, the officials weren't. Officials are going to win that discussion. Now we're ready. So now St. Mary's got to think being aggressive to tie the score, but you certainly can't give up a second goal. And here's a run off the inbound. Big battle down at the end. Hendrickson and Lily Castillo with the defense. And it was good defense. Going to be a corner, though, for the visitors. (1-0) Aardvarks with the corner. Loose in front of the goal, shot up and over. Good look for the Aardvarks, just a little bit high. Hendrickson. Bit of a dangerous moment there out in front. Crusaders got control, but they lost it out of bounds. OES will throw in from the far side. Crusaders with it for a moment. Now the Aardvarks turn. Riker Rothfuss. Boot towards the goal. Just too far in front. Panthers had an open run coming up that left side. Beautiful job by Rothfuss to seize that opportunity, though. Sarah Hatfield was open, had the right idea. And that was the best look of the second half for the game tire for the Crusaders. Just in the blink there, Rothfuss turning that into an opportunity. Crusader fans cheering that defense on. Loose ball. Good move there, but it'll go back to the Aardvarks. Look for the Aardvarks. What a job by Musio in goal right there. One-on-one shot there, and she turned it away to keep it a 1-0 game. Good run by Nina Kaiser for the Aardvarks.
Watch it wide. Watch one.
Fans enjoying the sunshine between the trees here. Believe me, 10 o'clock this morning, that sun felt pretty darn good. At our 40-degree kickoff time this morning. Oh, nice dribbling there. Cross. Give the Aardvarks credit. They're keeping the pedal to the metal here. They're not trying to burn time. They're trying to attack. They know that they're one goal away from being even again. And they're really trying to keep the pressure on and get to the goal themselves. Musio comes out, beats everyone to the ball. It remains 1-0. I don't know if that lone goal is going to stand. Both teams have had good opportunities. Both teams have also played fierce defense, which maybe that one goal will stand if it holds up defensively as it's gone. Oh, yes, now. Have a little opening there, knocked away. Just what the Crusaders need, though, is scoring opportunities right now. Generated one right there. St. Mary's boys are warming up over across the parking lot from us. They'll be in action against number 4 Brookings at noon. Soccer for breakfast and lunch with the Crusaders today. Throw in. Front of the goal. Booted high, still loose. Oh, stopped by the Aardvarks goalie. It bounced out of her hands for a moment with a Crusader right in front there, but couldn't get to it. Great job defensively in the goal there. Keeps it at 1-0. Crusaders pick off that goal kick. Aardvarks try to push it the other way. Crusaders sweep it up. Good run. Another good look. Riker again leading the run. Which that?
Oh, yes.
Yes.
23 and 25 is Kate Pulley. 23 is Kate Pulley.
Okay.
25 is Cameron Gabrielson.
Thank you. Just got a very nice update from our visiting OES fans. 23 is Kate Pulley in this game, so. And Cameron Gabrielson is 25. So Gabrielson, both have had a couple good shots on goal and really good efforts defensively and offensively. So appreciate our streaming fans and especially our visiting fans who are tuning in today and helping me straighten that out. Thank you. We just love the great competition that high school sports brings and see these teams and kids get to test each other. We've had a great one today. Appreciate you all watching up in the Portland area. We're going to be bringing you the NFHS OSAA soccer playoff coverage, and Table Rock Sports will be producing all of the soccer finals. So if the Aardvarks or the Crusaders get that far, we'll have championship coverage for you, as well as a number of quarterfinal and semifinal games leading up to that. The OSAA playoff season is just a couple of weeks away. Teams are finalizing their position and their rankings, and this is a game St. Mary's could pull this one off against number 2, or at least even it up. Be a big, big win. Oh! Run by the Aardvarks, but a push there, and Hendrickson's going to have to give it up and go the other way. Sophia Castillo there again with some more good defense and really scrapping tooth and nail with Hendrickson. Got shoved to the ground for her efforts. But got the ball back for the Crusaders, more importantly. Rush off the turf burn and be okay. Out of bounds, it'll go to OES and quick throw in. Offsides. Good idea right there. Nina Kaiser with the run. We got a little ahead of the action. Second half. Unofficially, I feel like we're about halfway through here. Another dangerous push ahead. This time a look. Ball bounces. And in to the goal with a big one. Boy, there's the opening that the Aardvarks were looking for to put that second goal on the board. Just a great push, a one-on-one battle right before that where Hendrickson had knocked the defender down and got whistled for it. Well, she wins the one-on-one battle this time. And Ann Hendrickson, the senior, makes it 2-0 Aardvark. Run for the Crusaders, right back. Shot on goal. Blocked, knocked down, still loose. Second attempt knocked away. Great look for the Crusaders there. And now another run for Hendrickson the other way. Quickly turned it around. Samantha Gallardo with the big swing down there for St. Mary's, but it was turned away. Boy, that would have been a huge answer just maybe a minute after the goal that put OES up 2-0. Now the Crusaders really got to turn it loose, and they know so. I mean, stymied through the first 3 quarters of this game offensively and scoring, not in moving and getting opportunities. As I mentioned, both teams have really gone back and forth at one another. OES has parlayed the 2 best opportunities to close into a 2-0 lead. Boy, Hendrickson's tall and fast, and those big, long strides really chew up ground as she makes those runs upfield. The Crusaders have been staying with her all day long, but it just takes that one time you win the ball out in front and you're one-on-one, and that's what they got. They did a beautiful job to set that up and to finish it off. Big shout out to our Table Rock Sports sponsors who make these games possible for you. Sherm's Thunderbird and Food for Less. Avista Utilities, Schlesinger and de Villeneuve Attorneys. LetUsFightForYou.com. Shout out to the Thomason Hospitality Group and Tap Rock Northwest Bar and Grill up in Grants Pass as substitutes come on the field for both teams. Eye Care Associates of Medford on Royal Avenue and Dr. Brian Mitchell. Good friends of Table Rock Sports. And the Rogue Valley Transportation District always has some great messaging for our families and citizens in the Rogue Valley, and their partners with Table Rock Sports. Effort to reach all these schools and communities that we do. And they make these broadcasts possible. Another dangerous ball in front of the goal. Eagles are down there, and they will punch it in. Was that Gabrielson, maybe? Oh, in lightning quick fashion, OES has put the insurance goals on the board. Cameron Gabrielson, none of one of the sophomores on this OES team that really have done some damage today. Thank you again for our OES fans updating us on those roster numbers. I suspected you knew who was who, and thank you for sharing that with us, because it turned out to be a big goal, and I needed to know who that was to properly accredit it. Crusaders second half now. Got to crank that energy back up. Worked so hard through those first 60 minutes that the defense has shown a little bit of fatigue maybe here in this second half. As the pressure back and forth and the intensity for every ball. That's why we've seen a really liberal substitution by both sides today, because you just can't go play 40 minutes full out. It's really hard to if you're constantly involved in the pushes and the scraps and fights for the defensive balls. Malia Perry's just been rock solid today. Fichero as well. Beautiful dribbling, some passing that was really stood out. Boy, you could just see the intensity has not let up a bit. Soccer sometimes can have some lulls and some opportunities to catch your breath. This game's had none of that. Absolutely none of that. And OES wants more. Beautiful pass ahead. Good defense by the Crusaders. Turn that one away. Visitors were hungry for more. That's the 11:45 from Salt Lake that just came in, I think. Corner kick coming for the Aardvarks. I got to update my scoreboard for it. I'll do that as soon as I get a chance. Dangerous ball in front. Job by Perry again. And I'm a little bit late to get Gabrielson's goal on the scoreboard, but it is 3-0. Boy, the boys are going to have a tough act to follow here at noon with Brookings and St. Mary's. Gabrielson was hunting that goal kick. And I had mentioned earlier in the half that you could tell OES was looking to put another goal on the board and really take control of this game. And to their credit, they really got 2 or 3 good runs, then got that one to break it open 2-0. And then just good fortune, part of that last goal by Gabrielson. But she was head and shoulders above the rest as she bumped it in. A little soccer pun there. And Gabrielson was coming at the goalie again. Boy, Musio ended up one-on-one in a dangerous set there. Boy, the teamwork and passing has been just beautiful to watch today on both sides. Gabrielson will take charge of it for a moment. Turned away. Kate Stillwell, great defensive hustle right there. And Stillwell will get a rest. She said been working really hard and right to the finish of her run there in the half. Whitney West up the far side. Whistle's going to stop that one. So OES with a 3-goal lead, they're going to make the trip a victorious one, it looks like, this afternoon. But as I mentioned in the first half, this game has been every bit, had the feel of a playoff game, the intensity of a playoff game, and both teams are going to benefit from that. You never come away without good things for your team when you play the best teams and you play against and test yourselves against good competition. And OES has brought a better team today, but a closer match certainly than the 3-0 score, and one that both teams are going to really build and feel good about, although no one feels good after a loss. I think you could say there were points in time there and a couple shots on goal when it was still 1-0, where St. Mary's could have been more tightly in this game. And Gabrielson's going to be ahead. One-on-one with the goal. Good defense by the Crusaders in the end. Got a bump down there, knocked it down. Gabrielson to keep it alive. And the shot on goal is knocked away by Musio. Whew. Boy, that looked like Gabrielson was going to be all alone with Musio, and Crusader defense never gave up on that one. And then Musio with a beautiful save on a line drive boot.
No bias. No, we're not biased, are we?
Aardvarks with the corner coming up. Low liner blocked away by Musio. Bumped high, headed away by the Crusaders. And ladies and gentlemen, that's the game. And it was a great one by both teams. OES is going to come to Medford and come away with a 3-0 victory. Number 2 team in the state put on a great show today, and an outstanding squad, and even, sophomores with standout efforts on that team today. So top to bottom, good program. Crusaders, well, they're still 3-0 leaders in their league for head coach Martin Nelson. And the Crusaders will work their way through the rest of league play and into the OSA playoffs, and they would probably love to get another go at the visitors from OES down the road, and that is not far away. Timeout coming your way. Let's hear from some of our great sponsors. We'll be back to wrap up and get set for the boys' game, which is coming up in just a little bit.
Workers' comp claim was denied. Or was it accepted? Now what are you supposed to do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you.
Since 1991, Medford area residents have looked to Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon for vision care for the whole family. Specializing in optometry for adults and children, ECA uses state-of-the-art diagnostic tools to scan for health risks and get your prescription just right. Get your students a comprehensive vision check to ensure they have their best chance to learn and succeed. And look good while you see well. Specialists in our optical boutique have extensive styles on hand or can special order. We hope to see your family at Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon. Visit eyecaresouthern.com to learn more.
Waiting, even a few days, to report a work injury or illness could cost you everything. But how do you know what you should do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you.
3-0, Aardvarks over the Crusaders. The final today. Just said hello to St. Mary's athletic director Jamie Young, who's also the football coach here. 37-35 win for the football team over Elmira. Congratulations to them. That was a fun game to watch last night on TableRockSports.net. Coming up at noon here, we will sign off of this game and bring you the boys against Brookings. St. Mary's against Brookings. Number 4, number 11 in the state going at it in that one, and that should be a heck of a game in its own right. Timeout coming your way here from our friends at the Southern Oregon Sports Commission and Travel Medford before we wrap up.
You're a coach or plan to be a coach. What kind of coach do you want to be? This?
Hey! What is that? Come on, guys! You're killing me!
Or this?
I love it. I love what I see. I don't care about the mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. Guys making millions of dollars on Sunday, they make mistakes.
Know your role. Learn more at southernoregonsports.org.
There's a time machine, not so far away, that takes you back to a world just a few streets wide, where wonder rules the day, and families are transformed, from the smallest bug-eyed explorer to that surliest know-it-all. So dive into the past and let them see the world through a simpler lens called Southern Oregon. Their adventure begins when you travel Medford.
And it's a final from U.S. Cellular Community Park in Medford. Congratulations to the visiting Aardvarks. Thanks again for everybody, Crusader and Aardvark fans who tuned in today. We even sorted out our roster information, got things all right by the end of the game, and we're treated to an outstanding high school girls soccer match. Look forward to seeing either of these teams going forward in the playoff rounds. They will both assert and represent themselves really well. Going to take a break. We'll sign off with this girls game. Be back with the boys. Signing on at about 11:55 and get that boys game going for you. It's number 3 in the state, Brookings, against number 11 in the state, St. Mary's. Both teams undefeated leaders of their respective 4A and SD5 special districts, brooking 7-0 on the year. The boys 5-3 from St. Mary's, and that's coming up next. Thanks again to our sponsors and all of you for watching. This is Joe Brett. See you here shortly with the boys game.